First class. Got 400 quid sat there, not cash.
Oh, didn't see that. It's me, Thomas Edward, and welcome to Pooh Bridge, what's built in 1937. It actually does say behind me, Pooh Sticks Bridge, actually. So I need a stick, and then I need to go over there with it, and I don't know, just make sure my muster on, and then go through there and see where it's gone. But just behind you, something dead interesting. And I'll come down and tell you. Actually, I'm actually at Broadwaters near Kidderminster, and we've come to this, well, I've actually had a tea mooch. We stopped now up there in the car park, a free car park. That wouldn't happen in the Lake District. To this water wheel, what's still spinning round. And I don't know if you could hear me over the water, but it's here. And I think it's an undershot water wheel. All the water's coming out the leads at the back, and it's coming underneath the water wheel. What's an undershot water wheel, and it's still got a lube can on it. Someone's lubing the bearing on it. It's full of oil, that little bottle. Got oil in there, and then all the water goes down there into here, and this is the tail race. All rushes off down there, and then it goes along the road. There you go, and that's a TE mooch of Broadwaters water wheel before we get to Severn Valley Railway. Pretty good. We might do some water wheel history and mill history at some point in the future, because there's another famous TE uncle in the family, great uncle, who was a famous millwright engineer, and he had a lot to do with water power and how it all worked, and he did canals and all sorts of stuff. So that's a future Thomas Edward video at some point. So I'll let you guess who that is. This would be a great garage for the TE fleet one day. Look, it's all got wooden beams on, but it's stone clad, and the roof on it. It's quite good actually. It's got big beams inside, so you can have a bit of a block and tackle in there on one of those beams. I don't know if it's wide enough at the front, but it's definitely deep enough and wide enough in here to do much TE greatness. And it's got a nice mural in here, a lot of flies and beetles and spiders. And ants and bees. Oh, and maybe that's a wasp up there. I think we've just seen on the other side of the water wheel a yellow-bellied wagtail on his perch, bobbing his body and his tail. But we can't quite got it because the DJI doesn't really have a good enough zoom to do it. But there you go. Pretty good. It's got lights up there as well. That's enough for Thomas Edward mooching in the suburbs of Kidderminster. Let's get back to some bashing and some steam. And I think we're going to go to Arley and do a bit of spotting. I think that's what's going to happen. And we'll get on the road, I think. bulbs, there's no oil. Look at that. BC fitting it, and the one outside is exactly the same. His cameraman wanted one of them outside his house. There's a lot of money just for that. Not that inside, if you just wanted that surrounding those glass. For 400 quid sat there, not cash. Pretty good. Oh, it's a TE bunker. I mean, the cameraman want one of these in front of where we have the cars, but we'd modernise it so like whack a stove in it, whack a hole inside and put a stove in it, so when we're working on cars we can have more TV on here and have a radio. I like the oil lamp. Pretty good. But it's actually, this one's properly done, it's properly dug into the ground. So like you're up on ground level and below ground level. Pretty good. So yeah, we could have this. Oh, this is what we've actually looked at buying them over in Scotland. It was 80 quid for a proper genuine bunker out someone's garden. But this is an Anderson South. We could call it the TE bunker because it's, you know, it's almost under the ground. And we got one of them. But it's almost, it's like a Kelly lamp, but it's wall mounted. A proper Kelly lamp's got weight in the bottom, so it doesn't. It's like a nursery lamp. The cameraman just reminded me we have one of them in the small toilet upstairs, but it's been converted to BC fitting electric, and it's all black, and it's got a funnel on it. It's pretty good. I can stand up with it. Pretty good. You can build like that. Arley. Awesome sight to see where the stages are rebuilding down platform face. Started signal box and sidings. Before the restoration of autumn 71, summer 72, get the outlook. P-way trolleys arrived from Bewley. Yeah. And the bridge I was sat on before. Not erecting down home bracket signal. Steam crane. That's proper. That's Victorian Arley at the turn of the century there. Bit of mixed freight. Signal box and fence erected under the way. Signal box came from York to Shrewsbury. Erecting up the starting signal. Platform shelter. That's in the box. Engine coming. Sunset 2. Track waiting to be laid. Before restoration, so it's all a mixture of 3 years of overhauling. That's down at the bottom, that is.
on the other side. That ferry. Probably just where we had the bridge put in. Tea towels.
Serious bashing going on in this station, some serious kit, you know, big, they're not like cameras like the Canon, they're like big handy cams. All the gentlemen with them, and they're all over there. It's real deal, they just come from being on the blind side. You'll be able to see them there. The banter going on. We're actually waiting, me and the cameraman, we're waiting for the last goods train to come in. He's actually going to go in here, wait till the passenger comes through, and then he's going to go up there and shunt it into the sidings. That's what we're waiting for, that's why everyone's getting excited. And me and the cameraman are double teaming today. The cameraman's on filming, I'm on photography duties with 5D. So it's a two-man task today, so all the filming you see today is the cameraman, and then all the photography is me. But normally, sometimes B-roll's normally done by me, and the cameraman just does it when it's got me in front of it. You know?
that would at least cause the least inconvenience.
Wat zij zegt, zo'n schoorsteen die 4 meter hoog zit, dat vindt prima een voet. Ja, hoe dan?
I think those lads and lassies are a Dutch TV crew. But I think it was more photography. It might have been magazine, it might have been Dutch magazine. It was they've got that vibe. The cameraman will know that Dutch TV vibe. But yeah, they just wrapped up. I don't know where they came from. They just wrapped up. Interesting. I'm just sitting here enjoying a bit of steam simmering away up there, and looking at these plank wagons and a few banana vans up at front there. Buy them for about 600 quid and put them in your back garden, or maybe even more, maybe about 1200 quid. For a lockdown, they've gone for it roof. There's a cavalry one in the middle, which like that's a metal one, that is. There's an Echo. There's a nice guards van at the back. So Arley Station is officially closed. No, batches are packing up. The Harbour Inn, just down there, it's, I think at once upon a time it would have had a bit of thatch on it, but it's tile now. An interesting thing about the Harbour Inn is Frank Skinner's brother goes drinking in there, and this is even more showbiz nerdy for you. Frank Skinner, when he was starting in the showbiz industry, was called Chris Collins, but when he joined Equity, there was already a Chris Collins, so he had to change his name to Frank Skinner, and that's what happens. So anyway, his brother used to go drinking in there. That's a bit of showbiz entertainment history for you there. So we'll just check some teas, ma'am. She's over there. And we'll just go and walk into the village. And this is like the new way of getting into the village is this bridge going over the River Severn. Well, the original way to get over the River Severn many years ago was that bit over there. Used to be a little ferry used to go from there across here. What I think you saw a photo of when we were at the station. So you can't actually drive from either side. You can only get on this side, and then you got to go across this, or then you drive round to the other side of River Severn, and you're in the village. I think there's another pub over there. I don't think it's open. This river played a big part, well, sort of a part, when we looked at a viaduct that had been knocked down on the line from Wufferton to Bewley. What we did on a Thomas Edward adventure about 6 months ago. We did a two-parter. Down there actually, down that way somewhere actually. A few more West down there it was. At village shops here, Arley Village shop. Post office as well, you can get your parcels posted from here. The sun's going down on tea, as normal in these videos. There's the station up there where we were before, they shunted those wagons in. This is where the ferry used to go from, down here. Oh, so we're going to show you a castellated house in a minute. Well, for about, I don't know, about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was up for about just over 200,000. And cameraman wanted to buy it. Well, he's thinking of buying it anyway. I don't think it's for sale anymore. It's been done up, I think, since we last seen it. But all this down the bottom here comes right up to the schoolhouse at the bottom. The River Severn floods, and it comes right up to the bottom of this house here, and around the back. I don't know if it floods it or not, but it floods it round back. And there's a TE garage there, a big double wooden garage. If you ever got a classic car, keep it in a wood garage like that, because they don't go off. There you go, Arley Tower. Yeah, TE Towers that is. Never mind about Arley Tower, TE Towers, that's what it is, front door there. Has he got parking with it? Oh yeah, it's got a garage out back. Don't know if that's part of it, might be part of this. The old vicarage. Yeah, it's been done up, I think. I think you probably buy it for 200,000. You probably spent another 200 doing it up. I think up top you can see those railings and glass screens. I think it's got a rooftop garden on it. It's only something you'd find down south, that would. If it's too cold in the north to do anything like that. Wow, some Land Rovers in there. Probably can't see actually. It's hiding behind the wall. Little trailer. I went to Arley Church up here. I just seen a school go for a fence up there. A grey one. There you go, we're up at the top of Arley Church. Walked all the way up the hill from the River Severn down there, and over there is Arley Railway Station. You can just see wagons and they're building a new building at the end. That's where we've been all day. And up at Arley Church, it's quite a grand church. It's round here. Behind that big edge down there, what I won't like to cut by the way, but that's the right job to cut that. Behind that edge is arboretum trees. And in the winter, you can sneak up for the gate when it's all locked up. And if you wonder what, well, I did say there were trees actually. Arboretum are trees. right, so in normal times, you go in there and you pay to go in there, but we've been in the winter, you can sneak in for a gate and you can have a mooch round it. But we're going to get back now to T.E.'s mum on the other side of the River Severn, near the Harbour Inn pub. Oh, and by the way, Frank Skinner's brother wasn't in the pub, by the way, wasn't there. Oh, we made it home, and I'm back on me railway seat, and I've got some reading material. Look, there's a tomcat there, look, MGZ cars. Chris gave me that, and I got, look, Leslie R. Gilpin. He's actually a TE on a TE email, not list, but I actually do talk to him on email. He's quite a famous man for writing many books about the railways around Cumbria. He's a good man. And hope you enjoyed today's video of Severn Valley, and we sat all day at Arley Station. And some days it's not about riding it up and down. Some days it's about actually on the bash, sitting at a station, watching them come and go, and station, you know, the whole shebang with TE. And you have to get some NoseBag when because you need to support the railway, not necessarily buying tickets to go from each end, but buy it with tea, so you can sit on the station, buy tea. But Severn Valley doesn't do card, it's very old school, so you got to take a big wad of cash with you, because you know, teas were, I think they're about £2.50 a cup. I think they might be a bit cheaper, or maybe £2 they were. So you take a bit of cash, you take some of that, and but before I was talking about an engine coming in, what was going to shunt some wagons in behind the signal box, and it did do that. I didn't miss it. We did watch it, but the DJI camera, what we're filming on now, decided that it would do the footage, but it wouldn't show you the sound files. So we lost about 5 videos of sound files. So all that shunting. I'm watching a southern engine come through and another engine going out as well. I think going to Kidderminster. So we missed a few bits there. But it was entertaining, because we got to see a bit of that, a bit of this, and this, and that, and it was just like watching the village people all over again, but on the Severn Valley Railway. So it was quite entertaining, and you got to miss that because obviously the camera didn't play ball, so you missed that. And so if you enjoyed today's video, thank you for watching. Give me a like and a subscribe and a comment, and remember to click that big bell. Ding!